Hello, Rice Gamer Boy here, bringing you back with a bomber guide. Disclaimer: this is a brief guide on bombers and what to do when you're in a bomber. I'm going to talk mainly about realistic battles and briefly about arcade and simulator. The topics on today's video will be bombing itself, bomber gunners, and types of bombers. When bombing in realistic battles, the main thing to bomb are the bases and airfield. You can also bomb things like pillboxes, which give you a lot of points. Although destroying an airfield is pretty rare, there are some planes which are capable of doing it with ease. Those include Tupolev 4, PE-8, B-29, and BV-238. I might have missed a few though. Usually 3 surviving Tu-4 or B-29 is enough to destroy an airfield. Each rank has a different bombing base health. For example, rank 1 you don't need as many bombs to destroy an airfield or base versus rank 4. For rank 4 you need about 4,000 pounds of bombs per base. Attention! Not a lot of people know this, but in realistic battles, when it says assist ground forces, it is a 2 times bomb per base with base respawn. I see so many people drop regular amount on 2 times bombs per base, and it's so annoying I would like to throw my computer across the wall. It is also very important to call your bases so people know that you're going to bomb that base. Bases are basically first call, first serve. If you see someone take your base, fucking shoot them down, make them pray they never play bomber. I approve. I will link a graph that shows how many bombs per base are needed. Airfields in air realistic are about 15 to 16 times bombs needed to bomb a base. Like if a base is 4,000 pounds of bombs, you need about 32,000 pounds to destroy an airfield. When bombing an airfield, it is advised to stay above 15,000 feet because AAA can hit you up when you're about 15,000 feet somehow. I'm speaking from experience. I recommend turning off auto leveling when bombing, but if you are starting out, I recommend turning it on as it can help you. Arcade and simulator bombing is somewhat similar. In arcade, bases and airfields are about 4 times the health versus realistic according to your rank. But don't worry, bombs refill mid-flight. In simulator, you only need about 2 times bombs per base versus realistic according to your rank. When bombing in ground realistic, use frontline or Snell bombers or planes with bombs attached to it. What about long-range bombers, you ask? I'll funky punt kick you over my house if I catch you using them. Sure, big bomb loads mean big points, but enemy SPA can shred you faster than you can save bombs away. The only exception is PE-8, which has the 5,000 kilogram Deargoy nuke. Bomber gunning is something that you'll need a lot of practice, no question. And you can only get good through playing the game a lot, unfortunately. But there are certain bombers that can help you tremendously. Bombers that can help you are PB-4Y, PE-8, P-61, ME-264, and G-8N-1. But also Tu-4 and B-29 if you can pay the repair cost. Premium planes that can also help you a lot are Ju-28AC and BV-238. I didn't include B-17 because B-17 50 cals don't do as much unless pilots snipe. Arcade can also help you because you can respawn and there are lead reticles. Whatever you do, don't rely on AI gunners in realistic because AI gunners don't fire until 200, which let's be honest here, that never happens. Also, turn off auto leveling, which can really hinder your accuracy. You can choose what distance your guns are locked to, but I recommend 600 meters, but it's really your choice. I like to see that there are 5 types of bombers: single prop bombers, frontline bombers, heavy bombers, torpedo bombers, and jet bombers. Single prop bombers usually don't have big bomb loads, but so it's advised to bomb ground targets. Examples of single prop bombers are SB-2U and BTD-1. After dropping your bombs, you can either go be a fighter or be stock at airfield. It is better to bomb ground targets because you don't have that big of a bomb load. Frontline bombers or Snell bombers are very speedy, but don't have that big of a bomb load. Example of frontline bombers are Tu-2, Ju-188, Dornier 217, B-25 Mitchell, etc. You can sometimes do 2 or 3 bombing runs per game if you don't die. Bombing ground targets is also a viable option because you're more nimble than a heavy bomber and can aim. Unfortunately, frontline bombers don't have as many defense guns as heavy bombers. Heavy bombers are usually 4-propeller bombers, but there are exceptions and usually have massive bomb loads. Heavy bombers are very slow and basically sit and duck if you don't aim your guns. If you don't know how to aim your guns, side climb or flank around the map. The best heavy bombers for BR, in my opinion, setting aside repair costs, would be Tu-4, B-17G, PB-4Y, although not beginner friendly, and Lincoln. Torpedo bombers are usually 2 prop planes that can carry from 1 to 2 torpedoes. These bombers typically have an armament on the front of them, and are not only used for torpedo bombing but also for attacking other planes. These planes aren't usually very heavy and can fly fairly fast for their size. The most common ones you come across are the British torp bombers, like Beauforts. Jet bombers are usually the size of frontline bombers and moves like one, and they are a lot faster than any kind of bombers I've talked about. They usually don't have that big of a bomb load and usually have forward guns. Anyways, that's it for my brief bomber guide. Please subscribe and like the video and share it to whoever, or just use it, just watch. Anyways, thank you for watching and see ya.
120 ppm average.